And welcome to the home of the Buccos since 2001, PNC Park in Pittsburgh. Tonight, game 2 of this 3-game series between the St. Louis Cardinals and the Pittsburgh Pirates. The Pirates have now won 5 consecutive games. They'll aim to continue their winning streak next. Gerald Christian, a right-hander from the state of Texas, is the man on the mound here. Dan, any thoughts?
Hey, this guy is one of the better pitchers in the league, and one stat that jumps out, take a look at that strikeout to walk ratio. That's about as good as it gets. And look for him to dominate in this one.
Digging in, Lou Brock. And we are set for baseball here this evening.
Right fielder, Lou Brock.
And now the third baseman sneaks into position to cover a potential drag bunt. This is hit the other way out toward left field. Moving under it, Wiggins. And he hauls it in for the first out of the inning. Now a chance to look at the starting 9 for the visiting St. Louis Cardinals. Anybody catch your eye, Dan?
Yeah, when he's going good, there are very few guys as fun to watch as Hanley Ramirez. He had an on-base percentage of over .450 last month. There are a lot of things you can look at in this game, but that's one thing that just stands out. If you're getting on base that much, you're not making a lot of outs.
Here's Hanley Ramirez, and the home-away splits tell us he's actually quite a bit better hitting on the road than he is at home. Zero, Dan, we look at this Pirates ball club as they enter play here tonight. They come in riding a 5-game winning streak, and they've really got things clicking.
Yeah, Matty B. And you know one thing you don't want to do here, Zero, you not to lose focus at this point of the year. Keep the big picture in sight, because there is a postseason lurking, and it's so easy to get ahead of yourselves and not take the rest of the schedule serious.
I think the nice thing for this team is that they won the division. They will, for whatever happens, get a 5-game series. It's not that 1-game wild card, win or go home. This team can prepare themselves to battle and try and win 3 out of 5.
Now here's the pitch. And he'll hold off on the slider here to start the at-bat. It's ball 1. Time for a look at our umpires in this one. Behind the plate is Earl Hendricks.
Hey, you know, D-Row, the book kind of on Earl Hendricks is he likes one side of the plate or the other. Could it be where he sets up behind the catcher?
It could be, Dan, but...
Well, the play's been made, and that retires the side. Down in order go the Cardinals. And now the Pirates will take their turn in a scoreless ball game. Carlos Martinez, a right-handed native of the Dominican Republic, will be the starter. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Hey, it's hard to have all 4 of your pitches on, but I think if this guy can have 2 or 3 of his 4 pitches and have command of them, he's going to have a really good game.
Now at the plate, Christian Brummett. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
Center fielder, Christian.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0. And fellas, we take a look at the Redbirds entering play here tonight. They come in scuffling a bit of late, just 2-4 over their last 6 games.
Hey, thanks, Matt. You know what, D-Row, you got to give this team a lot of credit. They're on the outside looking in on the playoff picture, but boy, they're playing out the string and they're playing out well. They're going to play this thing all the way to the end of the season.
You know, Dan, I can't speak for the pitcher side of it, but I have never been on a team, win, lose, or draw, whether I was going to the postseason or not, that had players that gave away at bats. You just will not see it at this level.
That one's in there, 3-1. Guys, this is a team that's just continued to gain momentum throughout the year. What have been the keys to their success?
Yeah, I don't think we can be surprised. They're on fire right now. Continuing a hot start, Matty, no doubt. They've stayed strong. They've come out of spring training with one goal in mind, that's to get to the postseason. Strong starting rotation, a lineup that doesn't quit. The guys seem to really rally around each other, and they got one of the strongest bullpens in the game.
Up next for the Buccos, Christopher Wiggins. And as the season nears an end, he currently leads the league in runs batted in. Here's the first pitch to him. There's a knee-high pitch that catches the zone. The 0-1 sent in the air out to straightaway center. Finley is there. Looks it into his glove, and there's one gone. Now a moment here at PNC to take a look at the Pirates lineup card in this one. Dan Plesac, who are you focused on?
Well, I'll keep an eye on the leadoff guy and see what he can do in this one. I mean, this guy is a career 300 hitter. You talk about consistent. He delivers a good at-bat and clutch hits basically every time he walks into the box. I love watching this guy.
From the belt, the pitch. Oh, now here's a drive out to the alley. He pulls into third safely as they jump ahead with a run scoring on the play.
Well, there's one way to get our first run of the game across. Good hustle there on an RBI triple, and they're in good shape to possibly make it 2-0 with another base hit here.
Next to bat will be the Pittsburgh cleanup batter, Tyler Wiggins. He's had a real nice season in the batting average department, but he'll need to turn it on a bit down the stretch if he wants a chance at claiming that coveted batting title. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. A ball and no strikes. Clemente takes his lead at third with one away. Cold strike at the knees, 1-1.
Hey, after giving up that extra base hit right there, I love the fact that he came back with much better location. That might have woke him up.
Hit hard towards center. And a base hit, and that'll get the run in from third.
Wow, I'm shocked he even pulled the trigger on that pitch. He might have been fooled right there, but he was able to keep his hands back and scramble a good pitch for a base hit.
Into the box, Randy Wiggins, as he will take strike one on the fastball here. No balls and a strike.
These guys hitting aren't in first place by accident. They excel at getting out to early leads, so this is a big moment in this game. If they're able to lengthen this lead any more in this inning, they're going to be in really good shape to come away with a win today.
Diving effort there, but it'll come up empty. It's a base hit.
Hey, that pitch was nasty right there. He couldn't have done any more with that. For him to get a knock on this pitch right here, pretty special.
Stepping in now, Curtis Wiggins, as he'll look at a changeup that drops below the knees for ball one.
Well, you know, giving up 3 straight hits is bad enough, but now it looks like he's starting to nibble a little bit. It's hard not to when you're getting hit, but you don't want to put yourself in bad counts.
Lifted down the line in left. Ramirez on the move. And he makes the catch for the second out.
Batting seventh, catcher, Brian Drummond.
So the next to the plate for Pittsburgh, Brian Brummett, and the Pirates trying to make this first inning even more productive here. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And he lays off there, 1-0. 2 men are on with 2 men out. Had him lunging at that pitch away, and it's 1-1 now.
Hey, he gets a pass right there for that ugly swing. He's been having a monster season. Take a step out of the box, regroup. He'll get right back in this game.
And he takes ball 2, and it's 2-1.
Boy, he better get it back together here quick because he's got 2 guys on already. He's starting to lose location of that strike zone. He's got to throw a strike right here.
Now a swing and a ball chopped foul right at home plate. 2-2. Is laid off for ball number 3.
I don't think he can afford another base runner here. So whatever pitch he feels best about, whichever one he feels most comfortable with, that's the one I expect him to turn to.
And the payoff pitch is chopped foul at home plate, so we'll do it again. Still 3-2. 7th pitch of the at-bat coming up. Another payoff pitch. Here's a shot to left field and deep. Look at this. Oh, that's into the rotunda area. A 3-run shot down the line in left, and even 20 home runs for him now thus far. And the Pirates are up 5-0 now.
There are certain guys in every lineup that you do not want to beat you. And this guy right now is swinging the bat so well, I'm not giving him a chance to do anything. He's too hot right now.
In now, Scott Gifford. As he rips it on the ground to second. Camp right there. Throw in time, and they stop the bleeding as this side is retired. But not before 5 crossed the plate, with the big blow being this 3-run home run. We'll head to the top of the second, and the lead is now 5-0. The next to bat for St. Louis, Ozzie Smith. And as you can climb the last week or so.
Lots of baseball left in this one as we're still early on, but you don't want to fall too far behind. They're already down by a bundle, and one of the things you want your leadoff guy to get on and set the table for the big boys to start driving in some runs.
Here's the pitch. I had him guessing that time as he's barely able to foul it away. Now a ball sliced out of play down the left field line. The 0-2 once more. Fouled off. The 0-2 once more. Is a wave and a miss. He struck him out.
Time for a look at the Buccos on D. And fellas, one thing I want you to focus on is the fact that this team flat plays D. They lead the National League with the fewest errors. Can't tell you what that means to a pitching staff. You will see this team bear down on the defensive side of the ball and make some great plays in this one.
No balls and 1 strike. Sliced hard but foul.
He wasn't fooling anybody with that fastball. He barreled it up nice right there. He's just got to find a way to keep it fair.
And he missed with it. It's 1-2.
Well, that's a pitch right there you gotta just lay off. There's a good chance he's going to throw it on 0-2, and if you can recognize it starting down in the zone, you know it's only going to go down from there.
And this will be fouled away.
I always say hitting's a process of elimination at the plate. I think he could go ahead and eliminate changeup. 2 in a row back-to-back. I don't think there'll be a third.
Bounce it to the left side. To his left. Wiggins on to first, and there were 2 down.
Batting sixth, center fielder number 12, Steve Finley.
Digging in, Steve Finley. He'll work on keeping this top of the second alive. First pitch on its way. On the ground near home. That's a foul ball. In there at the knees, 0-2 now.
There seem to be different philosophies on it. So, Dan, what was your approach in 0-2 counts?
My philosophy is this. I think the last thing you want to do is throw non-competitive pitches, Matt. Throw something down in the zone or just out of the zone, but something way out of the zone doesn't serve any purpose.
Off-speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball.
Well, that's a smart miss there. Sometimes guys will chase it down there, especially when they're in protect mode on an 0-2 count.
The 1-2. Out in front as this is pulled foul into the seats.
Hey, I don't mind you throwing a fastball in this situation, but I think if we're being honest with ourselves, that one caught a little bit too much of the plate.
Hit back up the middle. Wiggins comes up with it. Throw on to first, gets him, and the side is retired. 1, 2, 3 go the Cardinals. They can't chip into that 5-0 deficit. And now it's the Pirates pitcher, Harold Christian, and match up with Carlos Martinez to lead off the inning.
Even though they're up by a boatload early on in this one, you can't get complacent and get lazy. They got to keep the gas pedal down because this team that they're playing can strike and score a lot of runs too.
And there's one away.
So here's how the Cardinals are positioned defensively. And guys, taking a look at this defense is going to have to be stout today. Starting pitcher with an ERA north of 5 usually spells some barrels being found by the opposition. So these guys better be on their toes in this one.
And this pitch is right down the middle, strike 1.
Stuff has never been a problem with this pitcher. It's execution and location that has always been his bugaboo. And that's exactly what happened here. I know he's ahead 0-1, but he's finding the harder plate way too often.
And he'll step on first for the out, 3 unassisted. So a good job to get the out there, but with 5 runs already surrendered, that's not going to do any favors to the team ERA so far this season. And as you see there, they find themselves 2 from the bottom, 13th place in the National League. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Drilled to the left side. And that finds its way through for a base hit. So a nice job there by the 2-hole hitter to extend the inning for the middle of the order.
Hey, Dan, as a former pitcher, that knock just took him to a 12-game pitch streak. Is that in the packet when you're looking over the lineup?
Hey, there's no doubt about that, D-Row. You go into a pitcher's meeting and they'll make him fully aware of who's hot and who's not. And trust me, they knew that he had an 11-game hitting streak. And after that knock, it's an even dozen.
Trying to pick things up where he left off, Roberto Clemente. He scored after tripling in his first plate appearance. What's he got in store for us here? Down and away, 1 ball and no strikes.
Well, that was a big 2-out single we just saw, and for pretty obvious reasons. The inning went from totally under control to now. He's got to deal with some dangerous hitters here with a runner on base, and this is how 2-out rallies start.
Now it's 2-0. Throw over to the bag. Runner's back. Runner goes for second. Pitch inside the throw. And he'll be tagged out at second base. Trying to get into scoring position, but instead the inning is over. Another look at the throw down that results in a 3rd out on the bases. Thursday Night Baseball rolls on. We'll have more after this. Ready now.
I gotta go pee, May.
Ricky Ham. He's the number 7 hitter, but he's leading off the third after the first 6 guys in the lineup have been retired in order.
Yeah, it's been a great start to the guy on the mound. It'll be interesting to see if they can find a way to get to this guy before he really settles in.
Lay down, baby.
The windup and the 0-1. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. And he wasn't going to hit that one with an or. The strikeout, and there's one gone. Well, it's still early, but it's also worth noting that he'd be in line for the win if this keeps up as we take a look at the league leaders in games won this season. And as you see, he's right up there among league leaders in that department. Coming to the plate now, Scott Van Slyke, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. First delivery to him on the way. Takes a knee-high fastball.
Watching him on the mound with what he's doing right now, he's been really aggressive and confident over the last couple of innings.
Behind 0-2 now. Cardinals have been held out of the hit column here. Got him swinging. Chased it well out of the zone, and there are 2 gone.
Wow, talk about mowing him down. How about 2 strikeouts on 6 pitches? He isn't messing around, and these last 2 batters have had no answer for what he's throwing up there.
So here now is the pitcher, Carlos Martinez. And Dan, it seems like this starter is just dominating the game right now. Feels like we're seeing a lot of 3-up, 3-down innings.
No doubt about that, Matt. Hey, I've enjoyed watching him go about his business, but I'm also interested to see if this offense can figure out a way to get a couple of cracks in his armor before it gets too late.
Yeah, that remains to be seen. Trying to strike out the side. Here it is. Swing and a miss as the slider sets him down for the final out of the inning. So add one more name to the record book here as he strikes out the side on 9 pitches. Back with more on a Thursday night following this. Digging in for his second at-bat, Roberto Clemente.
Leading off for the Pirates, right fielder.
He's ready. Here's the first offering.
Clemente.
And that one stayed too low, apparently. The 1-0 is a fastball, then off the plate for a ball.
That's the kind of pitch that reminds me of many reasons why I wasn't a very good hitter. This thing was inside and coming in hot, and he just gave a stone cold take. I'm bailing out of the way if I'm in the box, no doubt about it.
The 2-1 is taken, ball 3. Tyler Wiggins is on deck. Line drive, base hit to right.
Hey, there's a base hit to lead off the third inning. Talk about having a lot of traffic, D-Roll. He's given up several hits already, so he's been in the stretch most of the game.
Yeah, no doubt about that, Dan. That is the name of the game for this offense. They're trying to get this guy in the stretch. Hopefully he misses over the heart of the plate like he's been doing so far up until this point.
Standing in now, Tyler Wiggins, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. 1 for 1 after a single his first time up. And 1-1 as this one's in on the hands.
Didn't catch the corner there, but you can see he was trying to jam him with that running action on that 2-seam fastball.
In there, 1-2 now. And now the Cardinals get the bullpen working here. Both a lefty and a right-hander have stood up. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Runner goes. Pitch misses low. The throw down. Way late, and he's in there easily at second.
Clearly, they're not satisfied with the lead they're working with right now, and I like that. You don't want to disrespect your opponent and do that in a blowout game, but I don't think you can get comfortable with a 5-run lead, and now they've got a chance to add on to it.
Clemente leads off second with nobody out. Hit hard on the ground towards second. Hamp loves it, and the throw to first is in time. One gone.
Now batting, second baseman, Randy Wiggins.
Ready for another chance. Randy Wiggins. He reached on a single in his first try. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Started to go around, but it's ruled strike one anyway. Here's the 0-1. That's even at 1. A knee buckler, and he swings and misses at it.
I just think after seeing both those pitches right there, 96, you have to be on the fastball or you're not going to catch up. If you're sitting off speed, that fastball is going to blow right by you.
And there's one well above the zone for a ball. A man at third with one away. Started to go. Did he hold up in time? Yes, says the first base umpire. It's ball 3 now. And a fastball misses there. Ball 4.
And with first base open, the last thing he wanted to do was give him something to hit in the heart of the zone. So no harm done. Force out anywhere now.
Digging in to try it again, Curtis Wiggins. And their runners at the corners now. First delivery to him on the way. Fouled away. Halfway to 100 pitches. Here it is. A bouncer up the middle. Smith is up with it. Step on the bag for one. But he'll put this in his pocket and be content with just the 1 out.
After fielding this one clean, you see he tries to take it himself at second base, but they just can't turn the double play.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Brian Brummett. He went deep in his first at-bat. We'll see what he's got in store for us here.
And that last at-bat when he went deep, he turned around a pretty good fastball. So I'm kind of thinking this guy's a good fastball hitter. So I might want to move that ball up and down and in and out and try not to throw it right down the middle of the plate.
Oh, 2, here it comes. And a fastball called strike 3, and the side is retired. So 1 run on 1 hit, no errors, and a runner left. On now to the top of inning number 4. Pittsburgh leads this one 6-0. Striding in once again, Lou Brock. He starts off the inning against a guy who struck out the side last inning. How did they get to him here?
I'm not sure, Matt, that they want to stay as patient. He's been throwing a lot of strikes. They might want to start swinging a little bit earlier in the count.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. And that one just missed outside.
1 ball, no strikes.
Takes a fastball on the inside corner. So 1-1. It's in there for strike number 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Wow, not sure what you're looking for right there, but that one was pretty much middle center cut. Tough pitch to take.
Swung on and missed. Really fooled him that time for the first out.
Boy, he's really on a roll on the hill right now. As we roll through it again, remember, he struck out the side in the last inning, and now he picks up right where he left off by striking off the leadoff man here. Let's see if he can keep this going for a little bit.
Here's Hanley Ramirez. As he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike one. 0 for 1 after a pop out in foul territory his first time through. 0-1 count. Here's the pitch. And that misses 1-1.
Yeah, that looked like a strike, but let me tell you, when you're staring at a big 0 in the hit column, getting a call like that to go your way can feel like a big victory.
From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. A slider that just grabs the outside corner.
That's how you open up the outside part of the plate. Pound 2 balls in, and they get right back outside. Nice pitch.
The 1-2. A swing and a shot hit down the corner. But this one will bend foul. Had plenty of distance, though, as it landed in the upper deck. And this is strike 3 called. Make it 5 straight punch-outs. 2 away now.
Man, he is looking flat out unhittable on the mound right now. That's 5 straight punch-outs. I love it, but I think he might want to get his defense involved at some point so they don't fall asleep.
Into the box, Rick Armstrong. As he'll take a look at a high strike that time. It's 0-1. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Changeup gets him out in front for strike 2.
Man, this has been a game filled of a lot of swings and misses. Not very many confident swings, and this team up there, they'd swing at a butterfly right now if it flew in front of the plate. Lots of swings, lots of misses, a lot of ugly at-bats for this team right now.
And that's the first hit in this one for the Redbirds.
Dan, count goes out the window with this batter right here. It doesn't matter if it's 0-2, 2-0. He's locked.
He has great bat-to-ball skills. There are some guys that just have a knack, D-Row, of being able to get the barrel of the ball, and this is one of those guys.
Stepping in now, Ozzie Smith, as he pops the first pitch foul behind the plate. A runner on first with 2 away. Now a throw over to first and a dive, but he's back in. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Popped him up. Wiggins giving chase. He's got it. A great running play, and that'll retire the side. 1 left for the Cardinals. They still find themselves down 6-0. So stepping in, Scott Gifford. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. First pitch of the at-bat. And a neck-high fastball that time.
That fastball really got away from him there. That's kind of a red flag for me that he's starting to tire or wear down a little bit. The first thing that goes is location and then your mechanics. We'll see if this continues.
The 1-1 home. There's a swing and a high deep drive headed for the right field corner. Nearly a big fly to start the inning. Instead, a foul ball. Ready to deliver the 1-2. And a hanger as he gives this one a pretty good ride out to deep center. And it's gone as they add still another. So it's a solo shot to dead center. 24 home runs for him on the season as this lead swells to 7-0.
Hey, listen, there's an old adage in baseball that solo home runs won't kill you. This is one of the top hitters in that lineup. So a home run, a solo home run right here is not the end of the world.
Joey McNamara answers the call from the pen here in the fourth as they didn't get the outing they were hoping for from their starter. Into the box now, Gerald Christian. Left field and deep, and it's a foul ball. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Just couldn't pull that one back in time. It's 0-2 now. 7 runs, 8 hits, and no errors so far for the Pirates. High pop-up. Armstrong is under it, and he hauls it in for the first out of the inning. Cardinals are into their bullpen now as there are the final numbers for their starter, and clearly he was off his game this evening. So the Pirates batting order turns over and set to go. Christian Brummett, 1 run in and 1 gone so far this inning. Fastball in there for a called strike.
Great spot with that pitch down and away. He'll be fine coming out of the bullpen in this one if he can keep hitting that spot.
And no swing apparently. Ball 1. 1-1. The 1-1 is in off the plate. 7 runs, 8 hits, and no errors so far for the Pirates. Here's a drive out toward left center field. He's through first and hustling for second. And he's not stopping. He wants 3. And he's in there at third with a 1-out triple.
And this is what good major league hitters do with a pitch on the outer half. They don't try to do too much with it. Just square it up the best you can and drive it to the opposite gap. By the time the outfielders react and get to it, he's well on his way to third.
Standing in now, Christopher Wiggins, as he'll try to hold back on the swing, but he went around for the first strike. He's working on a 1-for-2 game so far. Looking to put him away. Here's the 0-2. And he held up in time, but it's strike 3 called, and there are 2 down.
You know, I'm not quite sure how that strikeout will be scored, looking or swinging. He tried to check his swing, but I'm pretty sure the home plate umpire was ringing him up regardless.
Into the box, Roberto Clemente, as he takes a called strike at the knees. It's 0-1. 2 hits and 2 trips for him thus far. Hard on the ground towards short. On to first, and it's dropped. And as a result, they'll keep the inning alive here with 2 away.
And those are plays that cost you ball games. You're already losing, and then you make an error like that to compound things. That's how things snowball on you, and you start to feel like you can't do anything right.
In now, Tyler Wiggins. Fastball right back to the mound. And he'll flip it onto first, and with it, that ends the inning. The Pirates are able to add on to their lead, and after a long dry spell, the good times are back again in the Steel City. More ahead from the North Shore right after this. Back with Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Matt Vasgersian as the TCU product. The left-handed hitting Matt Carpenter is the first to bat in the inning. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Saws him off here as this ball's popped into the air, and he'll steer clear of the flying debris to make the catch here for the first out. An early look at the line score here tonight as we play the top of the fifth, and boy, just one lone hit for the visitors this evening as they've been taken to task by this starter. So digging in now, Steve Finley. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. And he'll power in a fastball that time at 94 for strike one.
The difference between 0-1 and 1-0 is so monumental, and this guy has been on top of his game all day, attacking the zone and getting ahead of these hitters.
Barely able to make contact. Down 0-2 now. Lifted down the line in left. Wiggins is in pursuit, and he makes the catch in the corner.
The batter, number 8, second baseman, Ricky Camp.
Stepping in for the Cardinals, Ricky Camp. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. Here's the first pitch to him. Missed with a slider.
Hey, he's close to having another quick inning right there with 2 quick outs. He's been very economical with his pitches, and if he continues to go like this, the bullpen might get a day off.
Fastball at 96 on the radar gun, and it's 1-1. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. A good knee-high changeup taken for a strike. The 1-2. Ground ball sent back up the middle. Wiggins scoops it up. Throw in time, and the side is retired. Down in order go the Cardinals. They're on the short end of an 8-0 score. Digging in once again, Randy Wiggins.
Leading off for the Pirates, second baseman, Randy Wiggins.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And there's one well above the zone for a ball. The 1-0 home. High in the air out to center field. Finley is there. One down.
Now batting, shortstop, Curtis Wiggins.
Now at the plate, Curtis Wiggins. First pitch of the at-bat. And that one just missed outside. One out, nobody on. Drilled right back up the middle. And that finds its way into center for a one-out base hit.
Even though that pitcher was able to execute in off the plate, batter was able to keep his hands inside that baseball and drive it up the middle.
Standing in, Brian Brummett comes in 1 for 2 with that home run he hit earlier. And he'll step off the rubber and go to first. And the runner back easily. And another snap throw to the bag, keeping particularly close tabs on him. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. On the ground is short. This could be two. There's one. On to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. So no runs on one base hit, no errors, and no one left on. We're through 5 here at the ballpark. Pirates on top, 8-0. Here's Scott Van Slyke. They'll start things out in their half of the 6th as they look to shake things up here for a lineup that, quite frankly, has been non-existent to date.
No doubt about that, Matt. They've been completely overmatched to this point. 1 hit through 5 innings. I mean, what else can you say about the pitching they faced other than it's been fantastic? We'll see if that continues as we approach the later inning.
Now here's the pitch. And it's 1-1. Waves and misses for strike number 2.
If you're going to catch up to a high fastball like that, it's all about getting that front foot down in enough time to allow your hands to start moving forward. He was way too late there.
Missed with a slider.
Hey, I appreciate the fact that he's making him throw a few pitches. Most of his teammates have been hacking at everything that comes their way.
Swing and a miss as he couldn't connect on the two-seamer, and that's out number 1.
He's just bringing up strikeouts left and right, but what's really impressive to me, he hasn't walked anyone either. He's just pounding the zone. His stuff is dirty today.
Mark McGuire will grab a bat and hit for the pitcher here.
Number 25, Mark McGuire.
And the outfielders getting the signal now to play deep. Don't want anything over their heads here. He goes the other way as this is hit in the air toward the gap in right center. And this is going to find some real estate out there as he comes through off the bench with extra bases. The relay. Well, he is in there with a triple.
Dan, after that base hit right there, he's got a 6-game hit streak going.
You know what? And this could lead him on to some bigger and better things right here. He's been swinging the bat pretty well, and he's been rewarded for it, as you talked about. 6-game hitting streak so far.
From the belt, kicks and deals. In there for strike 1, 0-1.
This guy's been on cruise control as we head into the middle innings of this one. And one of the big factors why, how about 80% of his first pitches have been for strikes?
And a check swing here, but he pretty clearly broke the plane, and it's 0-2 now. McGuire stands at third with 1 gone in the inning. Change up, and he ain't buying it. 1-2. The 1-2. Got him swinging. Chased it well out of the zone, and there are 2 gone.
For me, check swings are right there next to bang place at first as the most difficult calls for an ump to make. Taking a look at show motion, the batter doesn't appear to hold up enough, so I think the call was right.
Here's the left fielder, Hanley Ramirez, as he'll try to hold back on the swing, but he went around for the first strike. No hits to this point. And Ramirez can't get that one as he swings and misses for strike 2.
Oh, I love facing pitchers like this. He's leaving nothing to the imagination. Coming to get him some.
And Ramirez able to hold off on that one, but he still trails in the count. It's 1-2. 2 outs here with a runner at third. High pop-up. Gifford is there. And the inning is over. Cards leave 1. Still 8-0. Liam Hendricks gets the call to pitch here, and he'll try to sort this mess out. He's going to try to at least eat a couple of innings for his guys. Digging in and looking for more, Scott Gifford.
And hey, it was a breaking ball to boot. This guy's a pretty good off-speed hitter. You could tell by that last at-bat, he wasn't fooled at all. He sat back, waited, got the breaking ball, and didn't miss it.
Sent on the ground out to second. Kemp takes it in, and he will whip this one over to first in time for the out.
Well executed two-seamer on the outside corner that time, and that's what you'll get a lot of with that pitch. He rolled right over it.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Gerald Christian getting to hit for himself here, largely due to the big cushion he's got to work with. Started to go around there, but he holds up ball one. Bases are empty, one man out. Check swing, no swing, says the home plate umpire. Ball two.
Can't allow yourself to lose focus right here with the pitcher up. Got to stay on the attack. Minimize pitches against these guys and put them away early.
2 balls and a strike now. Here's a fastball that's wrapped out to left center, and this is going to get down for a base hit.
Hey, I've been impressed with this guy. Not only has he thrown the ball well, but now he's mixing in a base hit late in the game, giving his manager options. Whether or not he wants to pinch run, keep him in there, go to the relief. I mean, he's opened up a whole weaponry box for the manager.
Into the box now, Christian Brummett, as the first pitch to him is taken low and away for ball one. On the ground to second base. This could be 2. Throw on to second, so they'll get the lead man, and that's all.
No real chance from the roll two that time. He's just too quick coming out of the batter's box. You basically have to make a perfect turn on a hard hit ball to double him up. Now they need to keep an eye on him over at first.
Digging in once again, Christopher Wiggins. He got called out on strikes his last time through. First pitch of the at-bat. Runners off for second. Base hit into right center. They'll extend their lead here as the runner scores from first.
Just some more of the same from him. He's been clutch all year with runners in scoring position, and he does it again here with a double. Tack on another RBI to his season total.
Stepping in now, Roberto Clemente, as he sends it on the ground to first. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. But the Pirates get a run here on the RBI double. Heart of the order, 3-4-5 coming up to start the 7th. It is now 9-0. Back here in Pittsburgh. This one pretty much all over, but the shouting as we check our game summary to see how we've gotten to where we are. Striding in once again, Rick Armstrong. He's singled in 2 trips to the plate thus far.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bundle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one.
Swing and a miss here, and he's behind in the count now, 0-2.
I think a big reason why he's been so effective in this one that he's been just about getting ahead of every hitter. Seems like every one of them are 0-2, 1-2, and it's just about every at bat. And when that's the case, your chances of getting a good pitch to hit are way worse.
Brummett will back up and put this away for a long out number 1. Ready for another shot now. Ozzie Smith. It was a fly out for him in his last trip. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Takes a knee-high fastball. 1 out, nobody on. Fastball called for strike 2.
The 7th inning is one of those innings when you might start seeing some warning signs from your starters that they're reaching the end of their rope, but that's not the case here. He looks really solid to me.
And he fouls this one off. Another 0-2 home. And this one's chopped foul right at home plate. The 0-2 once more is taken for ball one.
Not a real good pitch there, 0-2. Probably not what he was trying to do with that fastball. He was trying to miss probably up and away, and he threw that.
Oh, and this one is hit a ton out to center. Racing back the center fielder. Gone! So a solo shot here to left center field. Number 26 for him on the season. And they're now on the board, though still well behind.
Well, some people would say this homer is wasted because they're down so big tonight, but I'm not one of them. I think anything you can build on and take into the next game is valuable, and at least they're still battling.
Here's Matt Carpenter.
I think he's forgotten about sometimes, Matt Carpenter. When we talk about best hitters in our sport, I think he's one of the more underrated offensive players.
He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. And it's fouled away.
If I'm on the mound right now, I know I'm in the hitter's head. He was definitely sitting soft. I might speed him up and elevate it right here.
And on 0-2, he misses with a fastball. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And he punches out another one, make it 9 for the ball game.
That's a pretty unique pitch sequence, guys. Usually pitching is all about mixing pitches and location, but he threw that all out the window to get that strikeout. He offered the same pitch 3 times in a row, so I guess he sort of used that reverse psychology to outthink his opponent.
Standing in now, Steve Finley, as the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball 1. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. Now the 1-0. Soft liner to the left side. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit. So the top of the 7th isn't over yet after the 2-out base hit.
Hey, there's a case of a jam sandwich right there. Not that bad of a pitch, but he's able to just be strong enough to loop that one into left field.
Dan, sometimes a jam sandwich tastes much better than a rocket right at somebody.
Into the box, Ricky Camp, as he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. The 0-1 on its way. Ball chopped foul here at the plate, and he's behind 0-2. Finley is off at first with 2 away. A little bit off the outside. It's 1-2.
1-2 is the count.
Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. And he will strike him out. 10 now in the ball game, and the inning is over. So it may be too little too late, but they're on the board here in the late going. Get up and stretch. It's the Pirates 9 and the Cardinals 1. Ready for another chance? Tyler Wiggins.
Leading off for the Pirates, third baseman.
First delivery to him on the way. Takes a look at one catching the outside corner.
To me, getting ahead 0-1, it's the most important pitch in the game, Matty. It puts the hitter on the defensive. I can only think of myself being in the batter's box. When I'm sitting 1-0, I am all over the gas, or I am allowed the opportunity to sit on something without fearing going 1-1. When you're down 0-1, your head's on a swivel.
Now here's the pitch. Grounded back up the middle. And that's in for a base hit. He's 2 for 4 now. With that, the Buccos have their leadoff man aboard to kick off the inning. Well, when you're going as well as he is, not even a 2-strike count is going to get in your way.
Yeah, Matty, he's having a monster season, well over 300. Right there, when you're feeling that confident at the plate, it doesn't matter what the count is. You're willing to go deep and still feel confident.
Into the box now, Randy Wiggins, as he'll take a look at a high strike here on the outside corner. It's 0-1. A hit in 2 tries for him so far. On its way, the 0-1 pitch. Breaking ball in for a strike.
0-2.
Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch lays off that time, and it's 1-2.
0-2 pitch, not even close to the zone, and a fastball might be an indication that he's going to start using some of his secondary pitches.
And he takes very close to the inside corner here. 2-2 though. Here now the 2-2. He's running. Pitch misses low. The throw down. Ball's there and he is out. Good throw.
A lot of times if a guy is going, it's going to be on the first couple of pitches, but he waited it out that time. Didn't matter though. A good catch and throw, and they nabbed him at second.
Check swing, and he went around, says the home plate umpire. No appeal needed, and there are 2 away. Up next for the Buccos, Curtis Wiggins. He singled his last time up. Here comes the first pitch. Boy, and he rips this ball down the left field line, and that hook's just foul. Boy, not by much more than an inch or 2 there. Hit on the ground out to short. Smith is there. And that will conclude matters here in the 7th. Bucks go down quietly, but they still hold a commanding 9-1 lead. Here's Scott Van Slyke. We're in the 8th now, and nothing's changed out there on the mound.
Well, I've been very impressed with how this starter's going about his business, Pat. He's looked really sharp, and it's hard to know if it's had any effect. But getting that early lead from his offense could have really helped settle him in.
The windup and the 0-1. And this misses the outside corner, so it's knotted up at 1-1. A 1-1 count. Here's the pitch. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Clemente has a read on it, and he hauls it in for the first out of the inning. With that, we'll give you a look at our starter comparison for the 2 starting pitchers in the game, and the column to look at is the one on the right side of your screen. Not too many hits to go around at this point in the ballgame. This one's flared out toward left. Wiggins sprinting after it. He gets there and makes a fine running play for the 2nd out. Well, that graphic there tells you all you need to know about this particular ball game. 9-1 is our score as we draw ever nearer to the end of this one. And now back to the leadoff spot in the St. Louis lineup. Stepping in, Lou Brock. They're quickly down to their final 4 outs here tonight. No balls and a strike to count. Sent in the air out to straightaway center. And he will get there to make the running play, and that will end the inning. 1-2-3 go the Cardinals. They trail big. It's 9-1. Jeremy Jeffress enters now in a mop-up role as he'll try to keep the deficit right where it is.
Jeremy Jeffress.
Now at the plate, Brian Brummett.
Leading off for the Pirates, catcher Brian Brummett.
First offering on its way. Checks his swing, but this pitch is right there for strike 1. I'm set with the 0-1. very weakly on the ground. Foul ball, strike 2.
Little guessing game going on right now. Being late on that fastball after the change. He had to be sitting off speed right there.
2 quick strikes, and now the 0-2. Fastball called, strike 3, and there's the first out of the inning.
Well, he certainly wasn't intimidated on the mound right there. He had to stare down a really good hitter, and instead of working around the zone, he challenged him with 3 straight good pitches. I like that he didn't give his opponent too much credit.
Stepping in now, Scott Gifford, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far. A count of 1-1 to the Pirates' first baseman. Cardinals are going to get something going in the bullpen now as a left-hander has begun to get loose. The 1-1 home is laid off for ball 2. 1 out, nobody on. This is popped up, and there's out number 2.
The batter,
digging in to try it again, Gerald Christian. He's been great on the mound, so we'll see if he can do something with the bat here as well. He's earned a chance to take this at bat.
Yeah, Matt, when a guy's throwing the ball as well as he has, it kind of forces the manager's hand to stay with him. He's been exciting to watch, and he's really had this crowd behind him the entire game.
And he holds up here, but the pitch is a cold strike anyway. And you see the numbers there. He's been very dangerous at the plate, to say the least. Oh, and 1 count, and the pitch. A little bouncer. That goes foul. 2 strikes on him now.
Classic change of speeds right there. Threw the hitter's timing off. Got a late foul ball. Interested to see where he goes now.
2 quick strikes, and now the 0-2. Popped him up. Carpenter has room in foul territory, and this is going to wind up a foul ball. The next 0-2. Swung on and missed. He got him on strikes. Down in order go the Pirates, but they still hold a commanding 9-1 lead. The Steel City at night, seen there from the split of the Ohio River as we welcome you back to PNC Park. Henry Shinjo comes on from the pen, hoping to finish this one off here in the top of the 9th. Here's Hanley Ramirez starting things for his side in the 9th as they face the improbable odds of trying to come back in this one.
Yeah, not a lot of hope for them at this point. These guys know these bats still count, at least for their own stats. You can't mill in your chances as a professional.
So with this day over now, you get a look at the final pitching line for the Pittsburgh starter. He was great all night long. The next to bat for St. Louis, Rick Armstrong. He flew out in his last at bat. First pitch of the at bat on its way. Now a ball hit hard toward first, and that's into the outfield for a 1-out base hit. The throw into second, and he's able to hustle his way up to second as he'll reach here with a 2-base hit.
And he obviously didn't let last night's hitless outing get to his head too much, because that's his second hit of the ball game. This one a double. I'm sure he's feeling a lot better about the way he's going right now.
In now, Ozzie Smith, as he'll take a look at ball 1.
1 ball, no strikes.
Right over the middle, knee high. big swing, and this one's launched to right field and deep. And that's going to wind up hooking just a bit foul, so a missed opportunity there. The 1-2. Swing and a little tapper. That goes foul, so he stays alive with 2 strikes. Another 1-2 delivery. Fouled off. Here's another 1-2. Hit down the line at first. And that's a fair ball as it's through into right field. He'll get it into second. And he is in there.
Not really much the pitcher can do about that one. He put the ball down in the zone where he wanted it, but it was just a solid piece of hitting. Goes down and gets it and pulls it into the corner for extra bases.
Yeah, as you know, Dan, sometimes the hitter just wins. First pitch of the at-bat. And that one stayed too low, apparently.
That's a good pitch to lay off right there. That cutter inside. And that is a real tough pitch for hitters to lay off of. And a lot of times, if you do swing at that cutter in, you're going to end up with some firewood in a broken bat.
The 1-1 home is taken for strike 2. Smith leads off second with 1 gone in the inning. And he struck him out. Second time tonight now that he's been set down on strikes. And with strike 3 recorded there, he's notched his first career major league strikeout.
Well, Matt, if he can become a consistent strikeout pitcher, you have to figure his career is going to end up being a solid one. All the best pitchers at this level have at least one pitch that they can go into in tough situations. So we'll see if he becomes one of those guys as his career goes along.
Standing in now, Steve Finley. As he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Now it's swinging a ground ball. This should do it. Wiggins is there. Throw to first will be in time for the final out. And the Pirates make it 6 straight victories now as this one is over.
You can just see that the confidence is radiating off of them out there right now. That's 6 wins in a row, and this looks like a train that's not about to slow down anytime soon.
A 9-2 finish at the end of this contest. The Pittsburgh Pirates pick up win number 107, best in the division. Gerald Christian earns victory number 22 this campaign as he racked up 10 strikeouts in the effort. Carlos Martinez was hit hard to the tune of 7 earns. He takes the loss. So that's a wrap for us here tonight. For my partners in the booth, Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, click over to theshownation.com.
Here now is our final line score tonight for the victorious Pirates. 9 runs on 13 hits. No errors. They left 5 men on base. For St. Louis, 2 runs, 6 hits, 1 error. They left 4 men on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours, 22 minutes. Tonight's paid attendance at PNC Park, 38,365. The Pirates thank you for attending tonight's game and remind you to please drive home safely.
TGIF, and welcome to Inside the Show. In the National League Central, Gerald Christian got the victory on the mound, and his win total climbs to 22 on the year, as the Pirates were winners over the Cardinals, 9-2. He is currently in the top 5 in the NL in wins. At the start of the day, the Pirates are atop the NL Central. They are more than 10 games ahead of second, while the Cardinals are third in the division. They're over 20 games out of first. The Milwaukee Brewers had 12 hits as a team as they bested the Cubbies at Wrigley Field 5-0. Heading into the day, the Cubs are in last place in the NL Central. They're over 20 games out of first, while the Brewers are fourth in the division. They're over 20 games out of first. Bobby Newcomb pitched well, earning his 9th win of the season as the D-backs took care of the Reds 3-2. As of right now, the Diamondbacks sit in second place in the National League West Division, yet they currently hold a spot in the race for the National League wild card. And the Reds are in second place in the NL Central. They're over 20 games out of first. Shelby Miller got the win, his 6th so far this year, as the Braves downed the Marlins 3-0. In the standings, the Braves are in third place in the NL East, 6.5 games back, while the Marlins are second in the division, 3 games back. The Halos launched 3 home runs as they pulled away from the Nationals 13-6. Entering the day's action, the Nationals are in first place in the NL East. They have a 3-game cushion, while the Angels sit in first place in the American League West Division. They have a small half-game advantage. Lawrence Robnett got his 2nd W of the season, leading the Fightin' Phils over the Mets 5-4. As of today, the Mets are in 4th place in the NL East, 8 games out of first, while the Phillies are at the bottom of the division. They're 15 games back. The San Diego Padres totaled 11 hits as they used a walk-off and extras to get the win against the Rockies 3-2. Heading into the day, the Padres sit in 3rd place in the National League West Division, 4.5 games back. And the Rockies are at the bottom of the division, 14 games back. The Los Angeles Dodgers sent 3 balls into the seats as they got the win over the Giants in San Francisco, 5-2. As of right now, the Giants are in 3rd place in the NL West, 4.5 games back, while the Dodgers are atop the division. They have a 3-game cushion. The Yankees relief pitcher, number 34, collected win number 3 this year, helping the Pinstripes pass the Blue Jays 2-1. Entering the day's action, the Yankees are leading the American League East. They hold a comfortable 5-game advantage. And the Blue Jays are 4th in the division, 16 games out of first. Brock Holt swung the bat well with 3 hits, helping lead the Red Sox to a win over the Rays 6-4. At the start of the day, the Rays are in last place in the AL East. They're over 20 games out of first. And the Red Sox are 2nd in the division, 5 games back. The Orioles grabbed 13 hits in the game as they pounded the Indians 7-1. In the standings, the Orioles sit in 3rd place in the American League East Division, 9.5 games behind first, while the Indians are in last place in the AL Central. They're over 20 games out of first. The Kansas City Royals combined to allow only 4 hits as they took down the Tigers in Detroit 5-0. As of today, the Tigers are in 3rd place in the AL Central. They're 7.5 games out of first. And the Royals are 2nd in the division, 3 games back. Freddie Davis earned his 10th win overall out of the bullpen, helping the White Sox dispose of the Twins 4-2. Entering the day's action, the Twins sit in 4th place in the American League Central Division. They're over 20 games out of first, while the White Sox are atop the division. They have a 3-game cushion. The Rangers totaled 13 hits as a team as they took down the visiting Mariners 7-6. Heading into the day, the Rangers are in 2nd place in the AL West, yet they currently hold a spot in the race for the American League wild card. And the Mariners are at the bottom of the division. They trail by 8.5 games. The Houston Astros combined for a 4-hitter as they grabbed the win against the visiting Athletics 5-1. In the standings, the Astros sit in 3rd place in the American League West Division, 6.5 games back, while the Athletics are 4th in the division. They're 7 games out of first. That's all for today's show. See you back here tomorrow. Have a great day.
My baby girl. Come on, my baby girl.
Come on, baby girl. I love you. Yeah. You're my sweetheart. Mm-hmm. Shirt's slippery, isn't it?